It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers, and it's all up next.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Hewitt. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over them for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. Tyler Scott now to return it. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And leading them out to the #1 overall pick in this year's draft out of USC, a player with immense promise, Caleb Williams.
Caleb was one of the most hyped prospects ever out of college football, and I'm not speaking out of turn or any hyperbole there. It's why he was the #1 pick. And you put on his highlight reel, Kate, you can put that highlight reel against anybody the last 50 years. The way that he creates and extends plays, the ways that he can run and still sling it totally off platform and off balance all over the field. He also does it with a flair and
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder, starting off with a sack.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. Has his man. It's a Dunze. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
For 3 years, well, we waited on Jordan Love. He got to watch one of the greats do it in Aaron Rodgers, and it wasn't until last year they finally gave him the keys. Well, and the wait was worth it. He put on a show a season ago. 32 touchdowns, just 11 interceptions in a year that nobody anticipated the Packers, and so many of their young players could grow and emerge into a playoff team. They did just that. Nobody questioned Jordan Love's physical traits. It was the accuracy. It was the anticipation. It was the nuance to play in the position. He answered all of those and more with the breakout season a year ago.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On second down, Jacobs. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
First down, ball at the 36. They stick with Jacobs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball will go right over their head.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Second down now, 7 to go. Fakes the handoff, now Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. They'll send him over right. Running on first here with Jacobs. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun now for Love. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Packers.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And that one's unsuccessful. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Well, that throw, Kate, pretty clean out of his hand. Just looked like it didn't get through the defense clean enough. Somebody tips it away and saves a potential completion.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught for the first. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives them 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Jacobs. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. ready to go with the second quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. Again, it's Jacobs, and he's in for the touchdown. The Packers get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. On now is McManus to kick this away. Scott now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He's got a gain of 6 there. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 31, that's complete. Cole Kmet. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Williams set to pass. Has the connection to Odunze. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down, here's Swift. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams on the play action. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down, here's Williams. Pass caught by Odunze. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
They've got first down from the 31. Williams from the gun. Completed here to Komet. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Bears with some work to do, trailing in this game. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. To throw is Williams. He's got him, that's Swift. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This 42 yards from the right hash. Carney's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Jaden Reed to return this. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. That's caught, Tucker Kraft. This is ahead for about 5. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Here's 2nd and 5. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Love out of the shotgun. He just throws this one away.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be Bears football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. In for the tackle, that's Lucas Van Ness.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought down by Quay Walker.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers have the lead. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We just watched a solid first half from the 2022 rushing champ, Josh Jacobs. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Reed. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Trying to force one through there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st and 10 from the 41. Sending a receiver left. Thrown on 1st down, Love. This finds Dobbs. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Watson with the catch. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run Jacobs. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Going run again with Jacobs. And he's across. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. Scott now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he gets him around 6 there. Andrew and Cooper there to make the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Running with Swift out of the gun. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, Williams. Has his man, it's Swift. Pick up of a few as he heads out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now here's Williams. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Out of the shotgun, a give to Swift. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Brought down by Quay Walker. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. Going run again with Swift. And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. It'll be 3 total on the play, 4th and 7 now. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. On the return, here comes Reed. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers all set to get back out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To the air with Love. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 47. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So that brings them to third down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He's back to throw. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 39. That finds Jacobs, complete. Third and just 2 to go. They send a tight end in motion. Turning to Jacobs on third. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. An important attempt coming up here for Brandon McManus. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Scott now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Andrew Cooper takes it away.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's able to drive them forward into the red zone. Timeout Chicago. It uses its seconds. And they'll have just one left to burn now. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
2nd down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. He takes off left on this 2nd down. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So this is a Packers win. And partner, I know you took down plenty of division rivals in your NFL days. Heck, your conference opponents back in Washington in your college days always makes the win a little bit sweeter when it comes against a rival, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's just a little bit more emotion. There just is.
Yeah.
I mean, you try to keep every game level, and no opponent's bigger than the other, but familiarity does breed a little more contempt, and we could feel it today, and that's why that W is a little bit sweeter.
So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Packers are your winners as we say so long.